So when the office door opened, Kion saw me. I saw him. We locked eyes. And I'm like, sit your ass up. And he stopped. He stopped. And he just was just looking at me. And I started talking to the teacher, and she started explaining to me about him throwing the book and getting a fistful of crayons and throwing the crayons and running around the room and saying, telling everybody to shut up. They're not going to listen, saying, no, 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 shut up, don't talk to me, this and that. And I'm just like, oh my God, my child, my child, my child, my child. Okay, all right. So I'm talking to the teacher, like, let her know, like, look, when I get him home, I'm going to talk to him. I'm going to try to, figure something out, see how we can redirect his behavior. But don't worry, I'll handle it when I get home. So, end up getting in the car, going back to the job. When we got in the car, I'm looking at Kion. Mind you, Kion is, 4? Now, he's 4, and I'm just like, I can't do too much because he's 4. So, it's like, he knows right from wrong. But it's just like, at the same time, he's 4. So, I gotta, come at him in an appropriate 4-year-old level type way to make him understand. And that's hard. It's hard because Kion is one of those kids that's very literal. When I say literal, I mean he is very, if you tell Kion to walk on the white line, he is going to look down and make sure he stays walking on that white line. If you're talking to Kion and he says something that's a little bit disrespectful, and you be like, who you talking to? Kion's gonna be like, I'm talking to you. Talking to you, Mom. But it's not in a disrespectful way, I'm talking to you. It's I'm talking to you. He's very literal. So I'm I gotta figure out how to, deal with this, because I don't want him to think that I had to think. I had a lot. So went back to work. Of course, I let my friends at work know what the teacher had said, and they just looked like, Kaya, he's so sweet, he's so innocent. I'm like, don't let that gremlin fool you. Do not let that gremlin fool you, because it's a switch with him. One day he's all, 1 minute he'll be all sweet, nice, innocent, oh yeah, helpful, and then the next minute he's telling you, no, shut up, don't talk to him, throwing things at you, trying to bite you, trying to punch you. It's a switch. I was we working on that switch. So, get to the job. They talking to him. He's in the back with the general manager, coloring, having the time of his life. Because that's one thing about it. Whenever I would pick Kion up from school and take him to the job, my coworkers completely forget that he is in trouble. Kion is one of those kids. It's just you forget that he's there because he got in trouble, not because school is out. It's literally because he got in trouble. But yeah. So Jackson ended up coming to the job because Jackson's school was literally walking distance, from my job. So after school, he would just walk to my job or whatever not. So that particular day, I'm just all right, I can stay a little bit later at work because I don't have to pick up Kion, because I usually have to pick up Kion by 5:30 from the daycare, because the daycare went to the school to pick him up from the school and take him to the daycare, but the daycare was a little ways out, so I would have to leave work around 4:15 in order to get there on time to pick him up. But because I already had both kids with me, I'm just I can stay late today, whatever. So I sent Jackson, because my the place I work had a upstairs break room or whatever not. So I sent Jackson and Kion upstairs while I worked downstairs. And I was telling my male coworker, look, we done moved into this new house. My plug for my headache medicine, because y'all know when I get a headache, my eye goes this way and it's real bad, and I'm prone to seizures. So my plug for the headache medication was the hood plug, the neighborhood plug when we lived in the hood. Larry, it was that guy. And it's most of the stuff that he had was Reggie, and I ain't like that. So I was telling my male coworker, I'm just the guy Marlon connected me with, he was you ain't got your own plug? I'm like, no, I don't have my own plug. I'm and then when we was in Maryland, Darian handled all of that. I didn't have to do nothing. I just had to roll it up That's it. He brought it home. I rolled it up. That was it. I didn't have to do all that. So I let Marlon handle that when we came back, which was completely horrible. Horrible thing to do, because that's when I realized this man did not have any type of street smarts whatsoever. This nigga literally walked up to, I think it was like 17, 18-year-olds in our old apartment that we lived in the hood. He walked up to them while they was outside, you know, doing little freestyles or whatever not. So he walked up to them trying to chime in on their freestyles, to freestyle with them. And they like, oh, yeah. And after the freestyle, he was like, yo, anybody got some tree? Y'all know somebody where I can get some tree? And they look at him like, yo, the fuck? What? You don't know us? What you mean anybody got some tree? Like, nigga, you the feds? Because y'all know Marlon in his Walmart shoes walking up to, you know, some little hood teenagers be like, yo, y'all got some tree? Nigga, you look like the feds. Like, your bald-headed ass walking up to them, you look like the feds. So it's like, they weren't really fucking with him. They was side-eyeing him like, nigga, what the fuck, what you mean do we got some tree? What you trying to do? What you trying to do? They was literally size him up like, yo, what you trying to do? And I had to, like, peek my head out and be like, it's no, like that. Nothing like that. And then Marvin's like, no, it's not like that. It's for my girl. It's for my girl. And that's like, oh, well, we connect you with our plug, this guy. And that's how they set that up. The neighborhood plug, whatever. But it's horrible. So I'm like, I never wanted to send Marlon out to find a better plug, because I'm just like, you know what? We're going to roll with what we rolling with, because I keep putting you in dangerous situations that you can't handle, and I'm thinking that you can handle it, because it's just like, I'm used to niggas that can handle shit like that. Like, because why you can't handle nothing like that? It's like, because I don't want to be put in the face of a plug, because, like, don't put me in a man's face. Don't. Because for some reason, no matter how I talk, even if I'm just like, hey, yeah, I always get perceived as flirting. And I ain't got time to be having nobody thinking I'm flirting. Whatever. So let him handle it. So I was telling my male coworker about, like, no, I ain't got no good one since I moved to, since we moved to the house. Ain't nobody in the neighborhood. I'm like, we live in a white neighborhood. It's like we in the suburbs. I'm like, I'm in the suburbs. Like, I don't know what's going on around me. And he was just like, I got you. I'm gonna hook you up with my plug. It's real good. I'm like, all right, cool. So he connected me with his plug. My male coworker was like, okay, which one you want? And he showed me a list of strands that she had. And I was like, I don't know how to pick. He was like, oh my God, how much do you want? I was like, only a little, because I don't do it that often, only when I have headaches. He was like, okay, so how much is that? I was like, what do you mean? Just a little bit. He was like, okay, so you want an eighth, a quarter, a half, like how you want it? I'm like, I guess an eighth. Is it the eighth the smallest one? He was like, yes, it's the smallest one, Kiki. Oh my God, like, really? I'm like, yeah, it's I'll do the eighth of this strand. And I was pointing at it. I'm like, yeah, we gonna roll with it, because I did not smoke that often. And then when I did, it was only when I had a headache. When I was in Maryland, I was smoking a little bit more, but it's like, I didn't know the strands or anything, because, Darian handled all of that. He just brought it home, and I just broke it down, rolled it up, and called it a day. So, and then when I moved back, I wasn't smoking that much with Marlon, because, I had to find a plug, and then he found a raggedy ass plug that would give me Reggie sometimes. So I'm just like, it wasn't often. Literally when I had a headache. So plug pulled up, we did all the exchange or whatever not, gave the plug my money, boom, go home. When I get home, I'm cooking, because I'm just like, ooh, I got me some tree. I'm about to, I'm about to be up there after I cook this dinner for these kids. So I'm cooking. Marlon come home. I let him know, like, look, boo, baby, I got a new plug. He was like, what? You got a new plug? I'm like, yes, I got a new plug. He's like, where you get it from? I was like, well, my male coworker, he connected me with this one. But look, let me tell you the shit. Let me show you the shit I got. Because the shit I had, it had sprinkles in it. It reminded me of the ones in Maryland, the white sprinkles. I'm like, I got white, it's white, got white sprinkles in it. I'm like, oh, this gonna be some good with the little purples. I'm like, oh, this about to be some good shit. And then you open it, and it smell like gas. So I'm like, we about to be booted. He was like, you want to go on the boat? I'm like, go on the boat? He's like, yeah, let's go in the pond. We can get in the boat. I'm like, that's a canoe. But okay, I guess so. I'm like, but I'm gonna have to smoke while we're in there. He's like, we could be smoking and boating. Smoking and boating.